Well, hello. Give me 1 second here. Things seem to have changed again. There we go. Now it looks like it's going. Okay. Now it looks like we are ready. Let me just send out some tweets and Facebook posts. Let's see if it actually goes. Nope, doesn't go. Alright, let's try it a different way. I'm not logged into, looks like anything. That's a shame. I have not touched anything on this computer since the last time I streamed, and I'm logged out of everything. That is why Windows is complete shit. Anyway, let's see, it looks like everything's going well. It looks like I just lost all my tabs too. Nope, I did not. Okay. Well, I lost one of them. What the heck is going on? I just don't understand why things keep closing. I am using Microsoft Edge, I guess, for the first time, and it's different controls than Chrome, which doesn't make sense. Control T is Control T. It's the same thing. Open a new tab. Come on. You can get back there. You can do it. There we go. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Just do what I want. Do what I ask you to do. And we're all good. There we go. Okay. That is going. Well, good evening, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero, but from a different temporary location because I am still in between my house and my apartment. So I have some things I am going to keep at my house because I'm still keeping my house and I'm still here. And some things I'm going to have at the apartment just also because I have much better internet there. But for now, I am halfway in between, so we're going to just do a quick little live stream here. Nothing too long. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the remnants of Ida that came through, a little bit of some storm cleanup from that, and then also about the severe weather tonight. Alright, so also I just got for the first time one of these like industrial coolers. Not really industrial cooler, but a more heavy duty cooler. I've always used the generic like Coleman ones, but this one, Pelican, I've heard a lot of people recommend, so we are going to pop this open. It is like 80 degrees in the room right now. I have the thermal scanner. I thermal scanned the outside of this. It's about, say, 72 degrees. So it's maybe like, let's say 5 degrees cooler on the case than in the room. But it's a nice, like, 38 degrees on the inside here. So let's see. We're going to grab one of these. See if I can get one of these down here. Oh, yeah. There's still a good amount of ice in this. And this has been going about 5 hours now. Alright. Cheers. Little White Claw tonight. This is a new flavor that I haven't tried before. It's strawberry. Also on the top of this cooler here, it is strong enough to be a seat, and you can use it as a like a footstool to stand on too. And it has 4 of these little compartments to hold your drink, like a little cup holder. And it has a drain on there, so as the condensation starts dripping off the can, it has a place to run off, which is really nice. Okay. Where is the other one? There we go. Alright, so let's get started here. Let me switch on over. And the very first thing I wanted to talk a little bit about was the remnants. There's a couple of things here. First one here, this is the tornado threat. I don't know where my other one had with the flooding, but the tornadoes. I think there were about 7 tornadoes that went through Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And we're just going to take a look at some of these here. Just look at this from Weather Nation. Look at that tornado. So that's Burlington, New Jersey. That's off, I guess, the highway cam there. But you just see it passing by there. Let me restart it there. So you see it right there. That's a pretty good, I would say, almost pretty much a wedge, kind of a wedge tornado. It's like a thinner outside wedge tornado, but then it's just crazy to see this go through. So that was in Burlington, New Jersey. Then we're going to go down a little bit here. This one, oh, this is also Burlington, New Jersey. You hear the wipers in the background, but this person was smart and pulled over before they went through the toll booth here. Because you clearly see that tornado going through. You should not be driving any further. You definitely got to pull over and get the shelter for that, or just avoid the situation. Apparently this guy was on a commute, on his evening commute. Then we're going down here. Tornado in Malika Hill. I think that's how you say it. But, now this tornado. Let me check here. Alright, we're good. Now this tornado. This was actually not too far from my fiance's family. This was only like a town or two over. They were able to, I think, see the tornado from where they were. They did not get any storm damage. And this is not from them, these tweets I'm about to show you. But this article here is actually all from the Washington Post. But this one was close to her home, which was really crazy that they were able to see it too. Just look at that. You see the wall cloud, just the massively rotating wall cloud, and it dropped, and there's the tornado. Yeah, I would call that kind of a wedge tornado. The last time I really remember any kind of outbreak like this was I went live 2018. I think this was May of 2018. I went live on my porch here at the house when we were watching just an outbreak of tornadoes come through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, into Connecticut and Massachusetts. So that was crazy there. And then the last one here I'm going to show you was another one. This is Nash Rhodes. I don't know who this is. I'm assuming he's a meteorologist. Photos sent in by Anna Wise. So I'm assuming he is a meteorologist on a news station down there. But just look at that picture. That is a fat wedge. And then in the video before, you saw the whole wall cloud was rotating. It was really crazy. And then that starts going into some radar imagery, which there were some pretty good signatures on the radar. Now that was a little bit of last week. Now the flooding, where did I get those pictures? Let me see if I could bring some of my pictures up here. Give me 1 second. In my downloads folder. Let's see if it opens all of them at once. Ah, it does. Good. We went full screen on there. In 1 second, I'll bring you guys back in. And thank you. We are actually getting married next month. It is about 6 weeks away, let's say, from right now. So thank you for that. And playing video games while driving in a storm chaser vehicle. So that's actually my envision when I first started this Games and Storms Live series. That was my envision, was be playing games out in the storm. But it actually just came to more kind of like a podcast style where this could be just listened to as well. But I do show the content on here where we talk about whatever topic I want to talk about for the evening. So usually I have just some newsy weather topics. So like this one is the aftermath of the hurricane, and I'm going to show you some more content there. Then we're going to go into a little bit of forecasting, not the whole week, but just really for tonight and tomorrow with the severe weather. And then we're going to play just a quick little bit of some Minecraft. Okay, so Big Brother Bob, thank you for joining. All right, so let's get back to here. So here, this was the morning after Ida. This is normally a very narrow creek that you can very easily walk, not really narrow, but a slow-moving creek that you can easily walk across. Just look at how it doesn't take a lot of or water doesn't need to go fast to actually cause a lot of issues. Water moving at like 4 or 5 miles per hour can be enough to knock you over if it's deep enough, which this definitely was. So that's that one. Let me see what else I got open here. This. So this is my fiance Meg's car. It is, from the looks of it with the mechanic and the insurance adjuster, it's not totaled, but this is only halfway through the storm, and the water was already halfway up the wheels. I would say it probably went up maybe another foot, the water, by the time all was said and done, based on what we saw from inside the car where the water line was after it started drying. So that's one view of her car. There's another view of her car. This was actually at work. She works in a mall, and this was the employee parking lot where the mall forces all the employees to actually park. So that's where the mall actually might be liable because they didn't properly protect the employee cars. So we're going to find out about that. But yeah, that is quite a bit of water in there, and that is something you just do not want to be driving through. As you can see, it was actually the deepest in the middle, right where her car was. So that was crazy. Let me just see that I have anything else in here. Oh yeah, so this was a closer view of the water hitting this. That is like rapids, river rapids. And then the last video is really going to be showing what could have been. Oh, wait, that was the one you just saw before. And those are photos. And then here. That's Whitewater Rapids. Again, this is all just like a little creek that you can just walk across. Look how intense that water is. That is all the storm runoff. This is normally a quiet little community that has just a little creek running through the middle of it where we live. But I'll play that one more time. It was also very loud. Let me see. 1 second. Let me just pan up here and I'll show you. So my apartment is right there with Meg. And from our windows over there, we were able to hear this running water. And this actually wasn't the highest. It was higher like overnight versus this, which is actually really crazy that I've never seen this creek actually really like a river rapid. So those, and those two were Meg's car. So that was really incredible. Alright, so now let's start taking a look at some weather maps here. Actually, let's take a look at radar first. I don't want to make it too long here. But it's always good to start with diagnostics, seeing what's out there right now. So hopped on radar scope, and here, it's getting close in Pennsylvania here. This is just west of Allentown. And then going in a northeast direction there in an angle. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is the cold front that's going to be making it our way. My only challenge here is I don't have a second screen with me, so I can't see any comments if any of you guys are actually talking. But if you do comment, I'll pop back in every so often just to read the comment there. But this is going to be coming our way. It's just the question is, since now it's 8 at night, Eastern time, how much energy will be retained by just the heat and humidity alone from this, so that maybe it'll keep going. So you see a lot of lightning right along the spine of the front right there. And actually, it looks like there's some shear trails in there, which there is a tornado risk with this. It's not a very high tornado risk. We did say that last week, and look what happened. But this one's not like that. This is actually a typical like summertime storm system. This is not tropical related at all. This is actually one of those systems that just kind of traverse from the west side of the country to the east side of the country. So we kind of call that a synoptic scale weather pattern. Synoptic scale kind of meaning continental scale. So that synoptic scale weather system is just a storm system that traverses the country. So this is going to be causing some issues a little bit more, kind of right where it is right now. It's probably going to be starting to die off again as now it's sunset. But this could be causing some flash flooding. And that's when we're going to go to next year. We're going to take a look at some of the watches and the warnings, besides the severe thunderstorm warnings we see now. There's also some flooding already out there. I don't think I see any at the moment here. But let's go to the National Weather Service's site. And we're going to take a look at that. Actually, oh, did my bookmarks import into here? It looks like they did. Good. Okay. So severe thunderstorm watch is in that pink there. Do we have anything with a tornado? So no tornado watch. But we have flood warnings right there. Flash flood watch. So this is probably along the river here where it's already full from Ida and then Henri before that. So that any more rain, especially if we're talking about like an inch or two of rain, that could be from here. So that's what we're seeing at the moment. And this is the National Weather Service's weather story. I do like that they do this. So this has some very good bullet points in there. So we're talking what to expect for Thursday. This is going into tomorrow then. We got little temperature change through the day with the morning near 70, afternoon highs in the mid-70s. So once this cold front passes through, it's going to cool off the air a little bit. So we're not going to see really the 80s like we did today and yesterday, which yesterday was a fantastic day. All right, so overcast across Long Island, mostly cloudy, lower. Yeah, so this is actually more for specifically tomorrow, not tonight into tomorrow. And high risk of rip currents along ocean-facing beaches. Avoid swimming because the tropics are still active. We're not really going to talk about that in this video. We're going to talk about that in other videos, another tropical update coming shortly. Gloomy conditions are expected on Thursday with a cold front. That's a good way to put it. Winds aren't going to be that bad tomorrow. So that's from the National Weather Service. Now let's start taking a look at some satellite. I always go to the COD satellite here. And we are going to go sub-regional. Oh, yes. There's a little teaser right there. It's just too tempting not to actually talk about it. But let me just set this first. And then we're going to go to the NHC. There we go. Mindy and Larry. I wonder what was in the middle. I don't recall the middle. So we had Henri, H, Ida, I, J and K. What were J and K? Then L, Larry, M, Mindy. Sorry. So those are out there. Let's see if there's anything. So this is not even forecasted to come anywhere near the continent or the east coast of the U.S. And Mindy could cause a little tight little cone there, so they're pretty confident there. Could cause maybe some issues going across the southeast there. But we'll talk a little bit more in depth about Mindy in a tropical update. Alright, here we go. Now, I don't want this. Give me my shortwave. Alright, there we go. So let's put this in motion here. So we can see there's some, the wider the cloud here, the colder it is, which is really just the thunderstorm. So you can see these thunderstorms firing up there. So that's really, I always love watching the satellite here. It's really cool. So that's the satellite. We already looked at the radar, so now let's head to the good old tropical tidbits.com. Again, there's Larry, and there's, at least in the Atlantic Basin, Larry and Mindy. It looks like there's a couple more out in the Pacific. But we're not looking at that right now. We are going to be, yes, I know how to use the site. We're going to be looking at, there we are, the risk for tonight. Actually, before we even do that, I didn't even stop by the SPC for you guys. There we go. The Storm Prediction Center. Alright, so here we go. It's very close, but New York City is not in the slight risk, but the suburbs of New York City are. So you go a bit more northwest into the Hudson Valley. Those suburbs west of the Hudson River are in the slight risk there. It's a very thin but long slight risk in there, and then the rest is just the marginal. And that's where we're kind of seeing on the radar here that thin strip here of the kind of the spine of the cold front. That's where the slight risk is for the severe weather, and that's where we are seeing the severe weather fire up. And then here, we're just seeing little storms pop up and dissipate. So that's going to be what I'm wondering. Once this gets more east, is there enough energy for it to actually continue, or is it just going to keep dying off? Especially as it gets to that marine layer, which is just along the coast there, right along the Pacific, which is very Pacific. It's pacifying along the Atlantic. So that's from the SPC. Now let's take a look at the good old tropical tidbits. Oh, I had it open already. There we go. So this is showing really it's just going to be an overnight event. For this system at least, it looks like it's going to be overnight. Then midday into the or early morning into the late or just the morning. Maybe some lingering showers. Again, this is not a radar simulation. This is a 6-hour average precipitation rate. And then it fires up a little bit more again as we get into the afternoon tomorrow. So that's where the kind of gloomy day, as the National Weather Service was saying, from that forecaster. Now, once this makes its way through, we get a little glimpse here of Larry, not coming our way. But right behind this, we got a 1018 millibar high pressure there coming on in. 1021, 1020. So that's what's going to give us nicer weather going into Friday and Saturday. Now, Saturday looks like it's going to be the best with the calmest winds because that high is going to be the closest to us. Excuse me. And then the weekend doesn't look too bad. And so Sunday doesn't look too bad either. So that's as far as we're going to really go out from there. We'll take a quick peek at the icon. Alright, so let's see what the icon is showing. So this is overnight tonight where really the heart of it's going to come through. So these are suggesting that it does contain enough energy in there to really push through and still maybe fire up some storms overnight. Okay, so that's the icon. And then it refires up again tomorrow evening. The exact position was slightly off between the two forecast models, but still timing-wise was kind of the same going into the later into the afternoon on tomorrow. And then by Friday, that high comes in, starts clearing everything out. So Friday looks like a breezy but a clearer day. And then Saturday, that high makes its close approach, so calmer winds, but not by much, and especially on this one. And then going into Sunday, the pressure gradient here, the isobars, they get closer, so that means windy. So that's cranking up again for Sunday, but still going to be clear on Sunday. All right, and then we're going to take a look at the NAM 12 kilometer here. Alright, so let's see. Now this NAM 12 kilometer is a simulated radar. near surface reflectivity, which means simulated radar. So it's showing this is 2 a.m. We're still seeing that slow-moving cold front make its way through, and again, we could see those storms pop up. Then going into Thursday morning, it calms down a little bit, and then we see them re-fire up with the heat from the sun heating up the atmosphere, even if it's going to be more on the cloudier side. The afternoon heat and humidity will probably cause some more storms to fire up there tomorrow. And then, going into Friday, that high starts making its way in. High pressure gradient, so we're still seeing windy conditions for Friday. But that high comes in. It doesn't make its way as much of a northerly approach, so we don't see the calmer area. We're still in kind of the breezier area for Saturday, but still clear. And I'm assuming it's going to have the same kind of thing for Sunday. It doesn't go beyond 2 a.m. Sunday, since this particular forecast model only goes 84 hours out. So that's the name. And then the very last one, we're going to switch over to pivotal weather. And then the good old pivotal weather here. I'm going to take a look at the models, and we're going to look at the euro, and we're going to conclude with the euro here. And then we don't want that. I want mean surface level. No, actually, I don't want that either. I want precipitation type and rate. There we go. And now we're going to go regional. Okay, let's take a look here. So this is showing, what is this, 6Z, so that's about 2 a.m., where we're seeing that really make its way through. So on all of these forecast models, it does hold its energy going into the evening. And then 12Z, so 8 a.m. clears out. 18Z, some areas start seeing a little reforming happening. And then 0Z, it's clearing out. Then going into Friday, it's still showing some little lingering showers here. The other forecast models didn't, but the pressure gradient is still there. So now this is Friday evening. There's that high, just about the same 1021 millibar. Pressure gradient is dying down a little bit more because the high is a little bit more north than the NAM was, so not as breezy. Now going into Saturday here, clearer, not as windy because that pressure gradient staying out of the New York City area there. And then going into Sunday here, looks like the pressure gradient, as the high makes its way out, the pressure gradient starts increasing behind the high, but it still looks fairly clear unless you're more west here going into Pennsylvania, or this is kind of like near Oneonta there. Or western New York, essentially, there, going all the way through the Canadian border. Could see some showers, but again, focusing kind of through the New York City market area. Not really anything. I don't think that's really going to fire up that one particular little shower that the euro is throwing. Okay. So that pretty much concludes the forecast portion of tonight's games and storms. So just a little recap. It's going to be pretty heavy rain, but not for a very long time. And yes, we could still see some storms. Some of these storms, again, could be severe. Now there is, according to the Storm Prediction Center, if you read through it, and a lot of the other forecasters, there's a tornado risk. I don't think that's actually near the New York City area. That, again, is going to be near South Jersey, where the tornadoes happened. Like South Jersey, Philadelphia, kind of there. That's where the tornado risk really is, but again, it's not very high. Nothing like last week. Again, this is a very thin line for the cold front there. So that's really about it. Okay. So that's the recap there, and then it's going to linger into tomorrow, gloomier day, as that National Weather Service forecaster was saying. where we're going to see some calmer conditions with some showers and cloudy conditions still through the morning. But once you get into the afternoon tomorrow, then with the heat of the day and still the humidity, some storms are going to fire up again, it looks like. But then by Friday, it looks like it's all clearing out, leaving in there some windy conditions for Friday. Not as windy for Saturday, but still clear. Sunday looks like another good day, so we have a 3-day stretch of some pretty clear conditions, it looks like, going into next week. But just a little bit on the breezier side for Friday and Sunday. Not as much, but still a little bit breezy there for Saturday. Okay. Let me fire up the Minecraft here. Let me just remember where actually Minecraft is. There it is. Alright, so we're going to switch on over. And Minecraft. I was reading the bottom of the computer there, and it's saying 75 Fahrenheit. Which actually we might not even get to that temperature tomorrow at all, once the cold front makes its way through. I haven't loaded Minecraft up in a while, so let's see. These are the RTX ones. I don't think I want to RTX it, because actually Minecraft struggles to run on my gaming computer. I have an RTX 2080 in there with a 9900K overclocked to all-core 5 gigahertz. And it is not enough to run RTX Minecraft at 60 FPS. I'm only getting like 25 to 30 FPS. So we're not going to do that. Wow, has it been that long since I've played this? May 26, 2020. This has been such a crazy... going on 2 years now. Updating. The Minecraft music is always so nice. Let's see. That's still going. Let me know if the mix I have here between the desktop audio and my mic audio is not good enough. If you need me to lower one or raise one, I can adjust all that in the mixer here. So just let me know. Well, that's loading. Let's take a look at the chat. Anybody? Nope. I am seeing my lights blink. I don't know if it's just my light bulb or if that's actually the storms out west right now causing something weird power issues. Because the power to this house is not the best. I think both times with Henri and Ida, even though there really wasn't flooding here, there was a temporary power outage of like an hour or so. Is it going? Here we go. Yes, I did know you can hold the map in your offhand. Oh, wait, that was an interesting one. Place a torch at your feet when you're building straight up. Usually I avoid building straight up, and I kind of build at a diagonal. Oop, that did not go full screen like I thought it was. Guess this doesn't go full screen. So we'll spend a little bit more time here with Minecraft. Yes, I know. Alright, good. We're building terrain. My car is also charging, which is good. Okay. Now, I don't know if I was actually, in the middle of some weird thing here with raiders. The last time I was in. Raiders did destroy the whole village. Oh, looks like no raiders. Oh, there's a polar bear. I'm pretty sure they're docile during the day. Oh, and there's a zombie. Oh no, that's not a zombie. That's the water ones. I got some pumpkins there. Okay, I think we are safe to go out. Where's my button? Here's my button. Anybody in the portal? Nope. I still have, I think, my very first Minecraft game on my iMac. Oh, there's some eggs in here. It is not this one. This one I created fresh when I built this gaming computer. Oh, I heard something. That was not the train, because I did hear there's a train going by right now. I don't know, now that all the villagers are dead, that I'm going to keep that gold bell there or melt it down. Got a stone cutting saw. What was this? Oh, these are crafting tables and a barrel that is empty. I hear all the animals. I don't know why they're crowding over there. No, I don't have any food for them. Yeah, there's food right there. What was that? Was it a bee? Oh, there's one of those things. I always forget what those are called, the water ones. Come at me, bro. None of your friends are over here. Oh, looks like the sun's setting. Let's go back. Is the sun setting or is... No, that is not. I was just going through a shady spot. There's a wild cow. Oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Did it glitch just for a second? It didn't drop any frames. Recording, streaming, maintaining a good bit rate. Interesting. I always am careful here because I always get turned around in these thicker forests. I have to take a look down. Oh, there's one. There's two. What do you got up there? Spinning wildly. Come on. You gonna come at me? With whatever you got there? Oh, it's a shell. Come on. Come at me. Come on. Where you going, buddy? Come on. Come at me. He got me. Do I not need one of these? I need all of these. Maybe not a bone. Let's get the shell. Oh, yeah, those are the bones. Okay, now the other side's kind of interesting. Let me get back through here. There is magma with a whirlpool. Before that, I didn't even know there was whirlpools in Minecraft. Before I make the short trek out there, let me just make sure I have enough light. Where are you? Let's get kind of close. Maybe we can go all the way out there, especially with a wolf over there. I did not tame the wolf. There goes the sunset. I want to see if the raiders are actually gone. They look like a chicken. The raiders came from this way. I don't see anybody, which is good. There's the loose chicken. A bunch of loose chickens. Although I have enough chickens, maybe I'll just get this one. Come on. I don't have anything to really get rid of. I guess I'll be back for the chicken. Excuse me. get to the fort. And we're in. Okay. I opened up this because with the raiders I was able to bow and arrow them down there. Ah, the blast furnace. And also my intention was to make a glass roof, which I never got to finish. See, I started it over here. But let's get the new day going. Oh, what is that over there? Is that a witch? It's moving kind of weird. The other zombie looks like it either burst into flame or went into the water. Let me check with you guys. Okay, now let's go. Oh, look, a fourth pumpkin. I'm going to approach very carefully, because I'm not 100% sure what that thing is. Oh, that is a raider. I think. Yep. We're gonna have you stay all the way over there. But I'll show you that whirlpool spot. And we're not gonna go too much longer now. Hello, piggy. I'll fail. Actually, I don't even know if I left a boat over here. Did I leave the... No, I did not leave a boat over here. Okay, you kind of see something right out there. It also makes a very interesting sound. Oh, those are ink squids. Where'd the whirlpool go? Was it not this far out yet? Huh. Unless it changed. Ah, there you are. There's a couple, and then this is caused by magma. Way down there. Don't want to get too close, but I want to see if I can hear the sound. Because it will suck you down. But it's also air. Ah, there's the sound. So it'll most definitely suck you down. But it will allow you to gain some air. Alright, let's head back. Here's the polar bear. coming after me? Oh, yes, you are. And let's see if that's enough. Yep. It's gone. Looks like I still got my diamond pickaxe on me. I must have been also doing some mining. Mining in Minecraft. What do you know? Because the mine is down here. I don't know what I had closed off or not down here, but let's take a look how far down we can go. This is one of those rooms. Oh, interesting. It's that dark in that corner now. Where is the main channel? I'm also gonna be careful because I always get turned around here, but maybe we'll do a little bit of mining this way. Oh, did I hit it? I got iron. And is that gold? Oh, yes. Let's get rid of something. Let's get rid of the granite. And we are going to get some iron. And I'll add another torch. There we go. Now I can see a little better. Let's see, that was it. Okay. Very good. Now let's head back. Wait, I think go into the water. It was on the side here. There we go. Ooh. Oh, polar bear. And what is this? Fish. What? I killed the polar bear and I got some fish? If I had to sacrifice... Oh, wait. I have this cooked salmon. If I had to sacrifice something, I would sacrifice the seeds for now. To at least get this into the storage. There's one I have, I think, for food. A totem. I forgot I had those. That looks like stones, but fairly empty. Oh, there's another polar bear out there. I'll leave this down here for now, and maybe that spot. And get my seeds again. Okay, and that is going to call it. Okay. All right, well, thank you. I'm empty there. Well, thank you all for joining. It was a last minute kind of thing to get this going, but I was able to get this going. I'm glad I did for you guys. So, overall, it's basically going to be mostly an overnight event for the main part of this, where we're going to see some strong winds, flooding potential, where we could see again 1 to 2 inches of rain. Nothing like last week with Ida, but already saturated ground from Henri and then Ida and then tonight, plus some pretty strong downpours, can cause some flash flooding. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. If you're parked in a low area, you might want to move your car up to a higher area if you can. You want to take in anything loose outside because you could get some breezy conditions overnight, so keep that in mind as well. Then tomorrow, it's going to be calmer in the morning with some scattered showers, some breeziness, but mostly cloudy skies. Then some more storms coming through in the afternoon once the heat of the day and the humidity starts triggering some storms. And once that clears out, it looks like Friday is going to be a much nicer day, but it's still going to be breezy post low pressure system cold front moving through. And then from Friday, for the next couple of days after that, actually it looks like it's going to be a fairly clear time, just maybe a little bit on the breezier side for the weekend ahead. Alright, so thank you all for joining. It was a pleasure as always. I hope you had fun. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that little subscribe button down there. If you want to get some more content like this, weather content, gaming content, Tesla content, even some old WRX content. And if you want to get notified for it whenever I go live like this or upload a video, also hit that little bell icon. I think it's right down there somewhere. Make sure you hit that so you get notified when I upload a video like this or I do go live. Thank you all for joining. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Have a great rest of your night. Please stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video.